like this look, I want you to continue to watch this tutorial that I'm going to do on this cut crease. I'm also going to do a little bit of contouring, and so I want to show you some easy ways that you can contour your face. So continue watching.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eyebrows, and just by brushing them with my Real Techniques brush in number 343, just so that I can get them prepared to fill them in. Alright, I'm going to use the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil in the color black, and I'm going to go ahead and just shape up my eyebrows a little bit, the shape that I want to use for this look. You want to use soft strokes as you are either filling it in or lining it out, so that you can get the shape that you desire. I'm going to use the Real Techniques angle brush in the number 341, and I am going to use my NYX Tame and Firm Brow Pomade to fill in my eyebrow. Alright, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze, and the Sephora Pro Brow number 20 brush to clean up around my eyebrows. I'm just going to put a little concealer on the back of my hand, and I'll go ahead and clean up and shape them up the way that I like. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to clean it up, and by blending it in so that it doesn't have like this stark line where I have placed the concealer. Eyebrows are done, so now it's time to do my eyeshadow. Alright, so now I'm going to prepare my eyes because I'm going to do a cut crease today, and so I'm going to use some of that LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze, and I'm just going to use that same eyeshadow brush that I used to blend out the concealer when I was doing my eyebrows, and I'm just going to place the concealer all over my eyelid. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to prep my eyes so that the eyeshadow does stay to the eye, but I'm going to also use some setting powder to help make sure that it does set as I am preparing my eyes for this cut crease. I'm going to use the Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm going to set my eyes using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I'm going to place that all over my eyelid where I placed all of the concealer, and that's so that the eyeshadow, when I'm creating that cut crease look, it doesn't crease in areas that I don't want it to be, and so it helps the eyeshadow stay in place. I'm going to use a Juvia's Place Chocolate Palette. I'm going to take one of their darker brown colors there. I'm going to use the MAC 228S brush, and I'm going to create a boundary line on my eyes. I use this kind of as a template to make sure I don't go too far outside of my hooded eye area. And I'm going to take it up to about the orbital bone right there underneath there. If you put your finger there, you could feel it. That's where I typically stop where it is, so that I know not to go too far outside of that line. Here is exactly kind of where that orbital line is, and that's where I start to go inside, so that I know I'm going towards my inner corner to create that boundary line for myself. Now I'm going to take my Real Technique Essential Crease Brush, the number 310, and I'm going to blend out all of the color I just placed in for that crease. You want to blend it out as much as possible, just so that it doesn't have any harsh lines. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use that same palette. I'm going to use a highlighter color, and then I'm going to use that MAC 228S brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just place that eyeshadow, tapping it right in the arch area there, and then I'm going to blend it in the way that I like. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the number 12. I'm going to place it on my eyelid, and then I'm going to lift it up so that I can see where my natural crease line is, and then I'm going to work within that space. I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush. I'm going to dip it into the concealer, and I'm going to start creating the line so that I know a boundary line in order for me to go ahead and to create this crease look. So I'm going to take the concealer, and I'm going to take it all the way into the inner corner of my eye so that I can start filling in the concealer the rest of my eyelid. Now I'm going to set my eyes with a translucent setting powder and using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush right over all the concealer on both of my eyes. Alright, so we pretty much are almost there, ready to start creating a line. And I'm going to use the Pixel Point eyeliner brush, and I'm going to use that same chocolate color out of that chocolate palette in Juvia's Place, and I'm going to create me a line. Okay, I'm going to use the Festivals by Juvia's. I'm going to use the color Abba. I'm going to use also a Real Technique shading brush to go ahead and start patting in the color right from the inner corner and coming in a little bit so that I can create this cut crease look. Alright, next color I'm going to use will be Oro, and I'm going to use a different shading brush from Real Techniques so that I can go ahead and apply my second color. I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place chocolate palette, and I'm going to go ahead and just add another color, that brown color, right on the outside of my eye. Now now it's time to get ready to go ahead and place my foundation on. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation in the color 205 Tanzania, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish everything out.
All right, I'm going to contour. I'm using Tunisia from the foundation sticks for Juvia's Place. I'm going to go ahead and take that foundation stick and I'm going to run it down the side of my nose, kind of on the side of that bone from the top of where my eye is, and bring it all the way down to about the cartilage. Then I'm going to go around my hairline area, and then I'm going to use another color, which is Congo, to go right around underneath my cheeks and around my forehead, hairline area, so that I can get the look that I want. I'm going to go ahead and do the other step of contouring that I do. I'm going to take the darker color Congo, I'm going to go around my hairline, and then I'm going to go right around my cheekbone area. All right, I'm going to use Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. I'm going to go ahead and place it on the bridge of my nose, and I'm going to take it straight down. And then I'm going to also highlight some other areas, my forehead, right above my lip and right underneath my lip. These are areas that the light, when it hits, you can see them kind of right now naturally. So those are the areas that you want to go ahead and highlight. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start blending out where I am going to contour. I'm going to use a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just going to blend it all the way out, circles, making sure that everything is blended in and it doesn't leave any harsh lines. Now, when you start blending in the contour around the cheek areas, you want to blend upward towards your actual hairline and come all the way across. So go blending it upward. Don't worry that, oh my goodness, it may look too dark. You just keep blending until you get rid of those harsh lines. Okay, now we're going to get to your nose. Just go ahead and pinch the brush a little bit, and then just go ahead and start blending the color that's on your nose from contouring. You want to blend it up. You want to blend it down. I take mine up towards my eyebrow. That way I know that it is blending in. It has a natural flow. And I'm going to do that on both sides. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and place some setting powder right around the areas where I contoured and where I place some of the highlighter concealer color at. Once again, remember, where you conceal, you definitely want to make sure you set. And so I'm going to use a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to use Juvia's Place setting powder. I'm going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes. I'm using the shade Namib.
And I like this color. It really does warm you up so that you're not too light in areas. And so I'm going to use that Real Technique setting brush and just go ahead and set underneath my eyes. With that same setting palette, I'm going to go ahead and set my nose and my upper lip and my chin and my forehead. Now I'm going to buff out my face with that Real Technique buffing brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of the excess setting powder. It's my favorite, the Saharan Volume 1 blush palette. I absolutely love. I am using the color Neo, and I'm going to go ahead and finish out my face. All right, I'm going to do my lashes and come back.
All right, this is my finished look. I am liking, this would be my first time ever doing a cut crease on my eyes. And so I really like it. I'm very pleased. So if you like it, go ahead and share. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Beauty by Priscilla Naomi. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Priscilla Naomi. And you can follow me on here, this platform, YouTube at Priscilla Naomi. So I hope you do like it. Remember to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I put any new material out. All right, have a good one. Bye.